First thing we'd like to do is thank all of you for coming out to our Pearls of Hope Scholarship and Awards Gala. It's a Monday night. We realize that most all of us have something going on tomorrow morning, so we appreciate you being here instead of being wherever you could have been. So thank you for that.
Good evening. Thank you for attending our Pearls of Hope Awards Gala. During the season of Thanksgiving, thanks to your support, we have so much to be grateful for, and you'll be hearing from our scholarship recipients later this evening. The mission of the Lorraine Jackson Foundation Pearls of Hope has been successful thanks to the support of our board members, sponsors, and volunteers. During the season of Thanksgiving, I'm also grateful for remaining cancer-free for 17 years, thanks to medical care by Dr. Becky Miller.
It's always a pleasure to give this talk. Thank you, Lorraine, for all your good work. When thinking about what I was going to say tonight, I kind of gathered up all the articles that have been published in the last few months and thought that I would review a few of those. One of the first things that I just want to mention is how medical care is changing and cancer care is changing. And as we all know, we will probably see changes in medical treatments over the next few years.
Thank you, Dr. Miller. Of course, a diagnosis of cancer can be devastating, and such was the case with Lorraine and I when we were first presented with this reality. Dr. Miller showed excellent bedside manner as she gave us plenty of time. She mentioned the MATCH trial tonight. She's consistent. She was very familiar with the latest studies when Lorraine and I were going through this 17 years ago, and was able to help us with our decision making in terms of what some of the results of those studies were, and it helped a lot. I'd also at this point like to invite you to Lauren Hammond.
I've been working with the foundation for about 10 years when they first started. And when I started, I never knew that I would ever have to say that I have cancer. And last year, I was diagnosed in December of last year, and so I've been going through treatment this year, and I'm having surgery next week. And Lorraine asked me if I would speak. And it's been so helpful because I've spoken to her with Lorraine as she would call me and kind of give me details of what she went through. And I'm so supportive of this foundation because I have seen when they first started and the students who have come through and are graduating, and I've always been so supportive and have been helping with the silent auction for the 10 years I've been working with them.
Well, this is such an honor. This is my second year attending the Pearls of Hope Gala, and I could not be more delighted to be here. So I want to thank you so much for this great honor. Especially I want to thank Lorraine and George, the board who's here today. Yeah, please. Such inspiration. want to thank the board and all of our sponsors. You know, it's a total honor to be accepting this award on behalf of the American Cancer Society. My work at ACS has been some of the most rewarding work that I've ever done in the nonprofit sector. I've met patients, survivors, caregivers, physicians, nurses, and their work is what keeps me and the rest of the American Cancer Society staff inspired on a daily level.
Excited tonight because we have our 2016-2017 Scholarship Award recipient with us tonight.
All right, hello, I'm Chess. First I want to say thank you so much for this award. I really greatly appreciate it. I want to thank everyone that supported me for this, and I also want to thank someone named Gina who been supporting me since I met her last year, so I really greatly appreciate you. And yeah, thanks again.
Oh, don't clap, that's pathetic. No, I'm kidding. Thank you so very much. I am deeply passionate about education, and someone who I have to thank so much for my education is George and Lorraine. Thank you both so very much. I received this scholarship first for my undergrad, and then I went back to school to get my teaching credential, and now I'm in school again to get my master's degree.
Nice.
And they have been so generous every single step of the way, and I'm so extremely thankful, overwhelmed with gratitude. I do not take this for granted in any way, despite coming back every single year.
The very first scholarship gala that I stood and received the Pearls of Hope Scholarship Award, and since then the Lorraine Jackson Foundation has supported a total of 9 years of college for me. I just cannot believe I'm so grateful for the support of this organization. 4 years at UCLA, and then obtaining a bachelor's in theater, and then 3 years at Columbia University, obtaining a master's of fine arts in playwriting, and then 2 years at NYU, completing a master's in musical theater, writing book and lyrics. So a lot of school. That's 9 years that I've been supported by each and every one of your generous donations and your generosity, and truly, George and Lorraine have become godparents. They've been at every graduation on this coast.
Wow, I'm here. Yes, it has been, I want to say 12 or 13 years now since my mother's passed away. I thank God every day that I met Lorraine. And I was telling a young lady at the table that I met her literally at a church. And I was just going to the bathroom, and I remember those pink bags with the scholarships in them. And I'm like, oh, is that candy? And she's like, no, this is scholarships. I'm like, for young women who lost their mother to breast cancer. And I just broke down and cried. And ever since then, she took me under her wing. And I just want to say thank you so much, Lorraine. Thank you, George. You two have been like parents to me, and I appreciate it so much. And then also just introducing me to wonderful people. And all of you, just when I get to know every one of you, all of you guys are wonderful people. And the people I meet at the table, thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
How are you doing this very chilly LA night? Woo! So I just want to say hello, welcome, thank you so much for coming again to the Pearls of Hope Gala. I just appreciate the many faces who I see and recognize in this room, because you guys are my family. And I'm thankful for you and everything you do. Being a part of the Pearls of Hope Foundation truly has touched and changed my life. As I stand before you, as I say every year, as a woman, not as a little girl, and growing up with this foundation and helping future generations of this foundation. I stand here as a proud mentor of Chess, our scholarship recipient of the year. I actually met him sitting at my table at this gala last year. And the young man that he has blossomed into just warms my heart. Through my experience of losing both parents, I was able to help him through the scholarship process and filling out the applications and working on his personal statement and tell him, get your butt in line because you have one more semester left. And now he's here today at my table again.
At this time, I'd like to thank everyone again for supporting the vision of the Lorraine Jackson Foundation. As you've heard tonight, together we're making a difference, and this would not be possible without your support.
Thank you all. We appreciate you. Enjoy the evening.